Don't think chaotic, I suppose, is probably the best word. But yeah, it was a strange game, to be honest. It seemed to be played at quite a slow pace, you know. And again, I look back on the game as a reflection, and apart from the penalty save, which, to be fair, I was a little bit dubious in terms of the penalty decision. I think the second one, which he didn't give, was probably more of a penalty for them. You know, Kev Bastos has got a track record of doing that in the box and falling over and getting penalties. So, but apart from that, apart from the goal that they scored, I don't think they've had a shot on target against us again. So it's really frustrating for us, because we've had some good situations again, shots on goal. We should have scored. They've had them cleared off the line numerous times, and we just can't seem to find that cutting edge up front and that ruthlessness, which I think was evident against Mansfield. Although we scored against Alfred, and again we had more chances, and we've got to be a bit more ruthless in front of goal moving into the season now. The good news is it's pre-season, and that's what it's for. And you know, I think the game was contested well. You know, they're a strong side in terms of what they do. They defended set pieces very, very well. But we have to start scoring more goals in terms of being more ruthless. I think that's probably what I'd take from the whole of pre-season, not just today.
Do you think the first half in particular, you know, yielded more chances for your side or than the second half?
Yeah, I think so. I think, you know, you look back on the chances we have. I don't know, I've not scored 2 or 3 goals and been coming at half time. You know, worst case scenario 3-1 if they score the penalty. But that's the moments in games which we keep talking about in there. You know, you live and die in both boxes, and you know, Coxey's made a mistake towards the end. I don't know if it was because of tiredness, long ball, you know, but we've had a free kick in their corner, poor delivery, recycled it, poor delivery back in, they give the ball back to him, they punt it long, we miss an header, lashed a couple of clearances, you know, no composure at the back, and then, you know, he rolls the ball into the back of the net because we're not close enough to him. And they're the things that I think when you switch off in games, I said against the better side you're not going to get away with, or better players, they punish you, and we need to start doing that at the other end. You know, we're carving out chances, not like we seem to give goals away. I look back at all the ones we've conceded this year, we seem to have given them away. Own goal, Mansfield penalty today, lacklustre in terms of defence, and give them a goal. And you know, they're the things we've got to get better at both ends of the pitch. But you know, they've been pretty good all through pre-season in terms of how I want them to play. I think you're probably looking at the Alfred and the Mansfield performances as the two that, you know, stand out in the mind in terms of that's a team that will probably go out there, you know, next week and play. So you're trying to give minutes to lads as well that haven't played as many, or give them another chance to try and impress, to make the squad and make the team. And today I think a few of them fell short, which is unfortunate, but that's football sometimes. And you know, but in terms of the game, I thought it was a well contested game in the heat, and you know, both teams played their part. There's some strong challenges, which it will be. It's a local derby, so you know, we're more for that. I love it. So play the game, you know, pre-season or not, how you would do in a league game. So yeah.
Certainly an intense end. So, you know, we're gearing up to the league start now. It's Leamington away on Saturday, week today. How prepared do you think the lads are?
I think they're very well prepared. I think, you know, like I said, I go back to those 2 performances and kind of gauging it on that, because they're the toughest tests. You know, and there was more than capable of doing what they do. So, you know, we're ready to go. Like I said, I'm happy with the squad. You know, unfortunately, I have to trim it a little bit in terms of the numbers, but in terms of the nucleus and their overall squad, I'm pretty happy with moving into the season. And you know, the beauty of playing at this level of football is we can loan, like I said, players out to step 4, step 5, dual sign, get them some minutes if they're not playing. But yeah, really happy with the squad. The performance in large parts was good today. I just felt we looked a little bit tired after Wednesday night's game, which, you know, is always going to be the case playing against a professional football club. But that's what you've got to do. You've got to roll your sleeves up and go again Saturday. We might go Saturday, Tuesday, FA Cup games, league games. You have to do that, be able to do it, and it's a mindset. And I've just said that to him there. That's what you're going to get, especially the first half of the season. But we're well prepared. You know, I've said to the lads in there, it's a pre-season game. You know, draw a line under it. It's you know, it's about the performance and stuff. But you want to win games. You know, so I'm disappointed we've not won that game, because I felt like we was the better side for most of it. And they've had 2 shots on goal and one's gone in again, and one was a penalty. So, you know, you have to, sometimes it don't go your way in pre-season.